Today we are going to go through the SPSS analysis. So please open your SPSS, but wait at the first screen, this one. When you arrive right there, please wait for me. Okay, if you see that Alejandro gets in, please tell him to let me know so I can register his assistance, his attendee. Okay, so once you are right here, you have to click on the sample files, okay? Please be sure that it says English, sample files in English.
I don't have that. If I open it, I don't have it.
No?
No.
Me too. Oh, let me check.
Yes, me either.
Oh, maybe at some point of time you click right there on do not show this dialog.
Oh, if you go down, you can see like, yeah, I found it.
The other ones?
It's called sample 5.
Yes,
Where?
sample files.
Ah,
And
okay, yes.
we are going to be using cable survey. That is the one that I need you to choose. That way we are going to be working.
Can you wait a minute? Just my thing it's opening because
Ah,
it
yes,
takes
I found
long.
it. I found it either.
Okay, so yes, I will wait. Okay, but the idea is that everyone, each one of us, can work with the same file. It's going to be cable survey.
So then we put in open, right?
You can search for it or you can use the sample files. Both ways are fine.
So we put cable in English.
It has to be, you have to open the file that it's called cable survey.
Cable survey.
I hope you can see it in the screen that I'm sharing. It's cable down excuse me, survey.sap.
Wait, I'm getting there. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Hi, Miguel. Sorry, I don't know what happened that I didn't hear like the first 5 minutes. And I know you, like we are looking for something in specific.
Yes, you need to open a sample file that it's called cable survey.
Okay, give me 1 second.
If you don't get it at the first, on the first screen, you can do it by opening right here, open English. You have to search for program files, IBM, SPSS, statistic 25, samples English, and right there, cable survey.
I opened mine, but it's full of like variables and text.
Exactly.
Is
That's
it
the one.
supposed to be like that?
Yes, let me show what you have to see.
Oh, okay, because I thought that yours is different.
Just a second. This is the one that you should have. The variables are customer ID, gender, age, education, income, reside, home type, address, service type, and service usage.
Okay.
Yes, everyone has it?
No,
No.
I'm waiting. I don't know why it takes so long to open SPSS, but you can start if you want.
Let's wait a couple of minutes. For the ones that already have it, please be sure that you are able to see the data. This is very similar to what is going to be your exam. So be sure that you are able to do this. So
Teacher,
we have,
sorry.
Excuse me?
Yes, sorry, the program stopped working, so it closed, and I have opened it again. But which was the name for the sample file?
You have to go, follow me right here. You click on
Okay.
open, and then you will search for program files, IBM, SPSS, statistics, 25 samples, English, and right there, cable survey.
Okay,
Oh my God,
cable
wait.
survey.
Open as in archivo
Yes,
y luego
you have to search for,
archivo nuevo,
no, open.
abrir,
Yes, data.
abrir, data, ajá,
And then you have to search for samples English. It's under program files, IBM, SPSS, statistics 25, samples English.
Jesus, a ver. Es que me sale. A ver, ¿cómo me estás haciendo?
So are we supposed to see it all white or with data on? Because I have two.
No, with data.
Okay.
I don't see English. I only see like recent desktop, documents.
I am sure that if you choose your hard drive on C file, OS on C, semicolon,
Oh. Sorry, Miguel, can you do it again?
yes, you have to go with open data.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the pull down menu, look for your hard drive, program files, IBM, SPSS, statistics 25, samples English. And cable. And as I was telling you, please be sure that you are able to do this, to change between numbers and results.
How do you do that?
You click on the icon that has a number 1 and a letter A.
¿Es en Recovery D en el disco?
Yes, it's in your hard drive.
Yes, I can change between numbers and letters.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, maybe Luisa, you can share your screen so I can help you.
Okay, yes, please. Wait. Okay, so I'm gonna do it since the beginning.
I'm not looking at anything.
You cannot see?
No.
And the others?
Yes, I do see.
Yeah, I can
I
see
can
it.
see.
My SPSS window?
Click datos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero no es en abrir.
No, es en nuevo.
Ah,
Ah, no, sí es open. Perdón. Sí.
Ah, yeah. I can see you. Data, yes. Okay. So click on that one. Okay, go up. Down. C, go to Windows C. That's it. Program files, IBM. Oh, you don't have it right there. Okay, so go back. Program to see Windows. Program for
Here?
x86, that one.
Oh,
IBM,
yeah.
SPSS, statistics, 25,
Oh my God.
samples,
Where is it?
under Python,
Ah, yes.
English,
English.
cable survey. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Perfect.
Okay, so now everyone must have this information. Yes? Everyone?
Yes.
Excellent. Perfect. Okay.
No,
Now-
I can find it neither.
No?
No, I
No,
have
like-
another one, teacher. I thought I had it, but it says different stuff. It starts with K, mine. KKK, and it keeps going.
Please share it. Let me see.
Okay. Share screen. Who's sharing? I cannot share it.
B,
Luis,
I believe you just need to change between numbers and letters and you are okay.
Okay. I will wait. Someone else can go first.
Daniela?
yes, I want to share screen, but just give me a second, please.
We need to move on.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna share the screen now. Let's see. Can you see it?
Yes.
Is it there?
Click on desktop. Click right there. Now, again,
How?
go down. No, no, no. That's it.
Here.
Go down. Yes. See, disco local. That's it.
And
Program
then where?
files. Program files. IBM. SPSS. Statistics. 25. Samples. English.
English.
Cable survey.
And that's it, right?
Yes.
Where
it is
is
right
it?
there.
It's
That's
this
it.
one.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and
Just a second. Yes, okay.
can you see? No.
No, it's
So
because, yes, that's it. No, I mean,
it's yeah.
the thing is that it stopped sharing. Yes, that's it. That's the
Okay,
one. Okay, excellent.
thank you.
Welcome. Who else? Ready, everyone? We must continue. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now everyone should be looking at this, and you should be able to change between the numbers that were captured and the equivalent, okay, the data. Now we are going to start making the analysis. Please go to variable view And right there you have the information for each variable. We have customer ID, gender, the values, los values, types of variables, nominal, ordinal, scale. So we have everything right there, okay? So now let's start. First of all, we need to know which is the relation between the gender of the accounts. So we have to know the frequency between male and female. How we are going to do it? We are going to go to Analyze, Statistics, Frequencies. Analyze, Statistics, Frequencies. Once you are right there, you are going to choose gender. You are going to press the middle. It will be on the right. Go to statistics.
Miguel Angel,
Yes.
we have a classmate that said that she's having trouble with se le trabó.
Whom is it?
Daniela.
Oh, but I'm here now. Thank you.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. So right there, just please choose average, media, and standard deviation, and that's it. Now go to chart, choose the sector 1 with percentage.
In the English version, is it the mean one?
Mean, yes, mean.
Okay.
And accept.
Sorry, in graphics, which one?
Sector, it says,
¿De barras circulares?
no, the circular.
And frequencies or percentage?
Percentage is fine. It takes certain time because we have 6,000 data items.
Which one was it? Was it the bar one?
No, it's sector.
It's circular.
Circular, yes.
I only have pi bar and
Pi,
It's
pi,
that one,
pi,
pi.
please. Pi bar. So please tell me, which is the frequency of female?
Wait. The frequency?
Yes.
2,871.
Exactly. And what is the percentage of males?
52.2.
That's correct. Everyone must have the same thing.
yeah, I have it.
Okay, now you have to do exactly the same with level of education. Please change the type of chart to barras. I don't know in the in English version what is it, but it's the other
I
one.
think it's bar.
Bar, okay, so that one.
And in statistics, mediana?
Ready.
Don't worry, leave the same, don't worry. And hopefully you are looking at the same graphic Are you looking at mine, the one that says at least some high school, college degree, post undergraduate degree?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Who can tell me which is the percentage of people that has post undergraduate degree?
20.5%.
Exactly, 20.5. That's correct. That is the least people, okay? So just imagine an exam question. Which college degree, no, which education, which level of education is the one, the most
The lowest.
common upon cable users?
College.
College,
degree.
exactly. Is the one that has the highest percentage. Perfect. Okay, so that one is kind of easy. Now you are able, you can see right here, you are able to say which one is the most common gender under cable customers.
Male.
Male.
Male, exactly. So we can answer that one easily, male and college, okay? That one is easy. But now let's see a question that is not so easy. Is level of education related to gender? So let me put it right here. You should be able to look at it. So the question is it true or not that male or female are related to the level of education? So that is a normal question. This is something in market research methods that we ask continuously. Are variables related to one another? For example, right now in IBM, in your IBM program, what is the relation between male and female? What are more, women or men?
I think it's not that much.
It's equal. We're 6 and 6.
Okay, so now the question would be, on the 6th semester, is it the same relation?
No.
No, it is not. So now we want to ask if gender and the period of getting inside of IBM program is related. So that is what we are going to be doing right now, is to correlate two different variables. So how we are going to do it? Okay, so please follow me. Analyze tables, no, excuse me. Analyze descriptive cross tables. Is analyze statistic descriptives and cross tables is under frequency, descriptives, and explore.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone should be right there.
Yes.
And we
Yes.
have this dialogue. Which two variables I am trying to relate? Gender and level of education. So I'm going to put gender in rows and level in columns. This is for us to relate two variables and see if they are related or not.
How do I know which one to put in which one?
In rows, gender, in columns, level.
No, but I mean like in the exam.
Oh, it's the same.
Ah,
The
okay.
order doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. No. It's just if you flip them. No, it's
Okay.
exactly the same. Let me stop sharing this and share my video. The only difference is if you look at it like this or like this. It's just a matter of how you look at it. Yes? It's not about the information.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
So no, don't worry. It's exactly the same. Okay, so here we are. how should you choose it? I will advise, this is only a tip. This is not a rule. This is a tip. Put in on the columns the one that you want to compare. So we want to compare level of education, but it's just an advice. I mean, you can do it any way you want. You are going to get exactly the same results. Okay, accept. Okay, let's go. And we are looking at the bottom of the screen. I'm going just to redo it so I can have it in the middle. Okay, so if you are looking it in my screen twice, it's just because I want to have it in the middle. That's it. Okay, so right there. Who can tell me how many women have post-undergraduate degree?
618.
No, women.
9.
Woman.
Yes, 609, that's it. Okay,
609.
perfect.
Oops.
How many male had only at least some high school?
1,140.
Exactly, okay. So I don't know if you can look at this, but it seems, just it seems that male have
Yes.
more, at least some high school, and more post-degree. Indeed, they appear more because they are many, okay? We have 3,000. So that is why they appear in each one of them as more.
Yes.
But the difference between male and female in high school, it's 100, more than 100, but in post-degree, it's only 9.
Yes.
So the question is there any relation? Can we say that women have more level of education? Let's go and try to reach that information. We are going to redo this chart, but we are going to change something. So go again, exactly the same path, but now go to casillas. I think that in English it's cells. Casillas or cells.
Cells.
And now let's go and click in each one of the percentage, rows, columns, and total.
Sorry, can you repeat? Analyze?
Analyze statistics, descriptives, cross tables. You should have gender and level of education, then casillas
Yes.
or cells, and all of the percentage.
Eso de casillas, where is it? Ah, yes. Casillas. Observando all the percentages. Okay.
There you go.
Residuos, no, right?
Excuse me?
And comparar las porciones, no, right?
No, no, only observe rows, columns, and total.
Perfect.
And now we have a completely, a new chart that it's full with information. This one is more difficult to read, so I'm going to go slow and be sure that everyone gets it, okay? If you see, there are a lot of numbers that are the same as the previous one. For example, 1,140, it is right there, it's on count. Yes?
Yes.
Also in 1014 is the count. But now we have a lot of different percentage and you must be able to identify each one of them, what each one of them means. That is the most important thing. What do they mean? So, okay, let's start. I'm going to start with this one. So right there it says 36.4% of the males have at least some high school. Again, 36.4% of males have at least some high school. Do you get it?
Yes.
Who can tell me which is the percentage of males that have a undergraduate degree?
19.8.
Exactly, perfect. 19.8, that's it. Now, what happens if you add all of these three numbers? You get 100%. Do you see it?
Yeah.
So now we have divided the males in their education, okay? So if I ask you, males, which is the most common level of education?
High school.
College degree.
College, exactly,
Well,
with
yeah.
43.8%. That's it. So is this one. That is the most common one. We can do exactly the same with females. Now let's compare the relation, okay? Let's compare the relation at some high school in each one of them. Now the difference, I hope you can see it, it's only 1% in each one of them. %, more males have at least some high school. And now let's compare it with undergraduate degree. Who can tell me what you can see right here?
The percentages are like kind of the same.
Are inverted, yes, you can see it. Now we have
That the
more
female has
female.
most with undergraduate degree.
In the case of male, we have 1% more than women at some high school. But in the case of post-degree, we have 1.4% less. So at least it seems that women are studying more. In this survey, obviously. In 6,000 cable users, it seems. Now let's look at the middle one. We can say that it's almost the same, only 0.3%, that it's minimum. So by now we can say women seems to study more or at least have more level of education than men, and it seems that both genders study almost the same in college degree. That was not obvious when we only saw the amount of frequency, the absolute frequency. Because if you compare the other one, let me erase these ones. Now let's compare the numbers. How can you compare these two numbers? Who can tell me? Excuse me?
You know, male is higher than female.
Yes, and in your words, why? Why is that?
Because the number is higher, but you don't know, like the percentages, like you don't know how meaningful that can be.
Who can tell me more than that? Who can tell me why it seems that male have more? Look at this number. because there were more men on the survey. That is why. So if you only look at the absolute frequency, we are making a mistake because there are more men on the survey. But when we go to the percentage, now we are able to identify that no, they are almost the same. This is very, very important for you to get it. It's very important that you understand how percentage or relative frequency, it's different than absolute. Now let's continue reading all these numbers. Who can tell me in this survey how many female in the whole survey, how many female have post-undergraduate degree?
609.
Exactly, perfect, 609, excellent. And what is that percentage of all of the interviewed people?
It's 21.2.
No?
6,000.
No, but in percentage.
No, 49.6.
No.
10.
Oh, it's
10.2.
10.2.
Yes.
Woohoo.
And now just use a little bit of your common sense. How many interviews, how many surveys were applied? Here is a hint.
6,000.
Exactly. So if there were 6,000 and we have 609, I mean, by common sense, we are talking about around 10%. Yes?
Yes.
Excellent. So now how can we read each one of these percentages? Let's go one by one. Let's start with the first row. There you go. This row and this row is when we are talking about one gender. So this means that 36.4% of males have at least some high school. 43.8 males have college degree. Please, Vianet, complete the last one.
I don't get it. What do you mean by last one?
I already said
Okay. Like for the total?
No, just the previous one. I said 36.4, 43.8, and one is missing.
19.8%.
19.8 what? No, yes, but what of what?
Of the level, at least high school?
No.
I don't get the
Post degree male.
Yeah, under the gender.
Yes,
like
so
post undergraduate under the gender.
let me say it so you can get it. 19.8 of male have post-undergraduate degree, yes? That is how you have to say it, and it's important to get it, okay? So, Amaya, are you with us? Please say as I would this number. Amaya, are you with us?
I can say it.
Say it.
Carla, please.
Yes. 35.3 of female have at least some high school.
Excellent, great, yes, perfect, excellent. Okay, who can tell me, Victor, the 43.5?
Of the female? Okay, 43.5 a female at least have college degree.
Exactly. Perfect. Okay, so that is how we have to read the rows. Now let's read the columns. We are going to be reading each one of these. It's very important that you understand where they are. I'm going to start with 52.9. 52.9 of the people that have at least some high school degree are male. Again, 52.9% of people who have at least some high school degree are male. Yes?
I have a question.
Yes.
Are the ones that, like, for example, are the ones from college degree and post undergraduate degree included in that percentage?
No.
So,
Only at least some high school.
okay, so that's the percentage that only have until high school.
At least some high school degree, yes.
Okay, so we're not including the ones that went to college, even though they had some, well, they had the high school.
This means that this is the highest level acquired.
Okay.
They didn't go to college. Okay, now, if we have 52 males, obviously we must have 47.1 females, yes? This one is kind of
Yes.
obvious. If you add both, we are going to get 100. Then, let me see if everyone is here with me or you just left it. Jacinta, please tell me what means this 35.9. No Jacinta, no Amaya.
I can say it.
I can say it.
Please, Ricardo.
Is the total percentage for some, at least some high school?
People, yes. Just let's add people. 35.9 people have at least some high school, okay? Why am
Okay.
adding people? To make the difference between male and female.
To specify?
Yes, only to know. Yes, perfect. Okay, now let's move to another column. I'm going to be in this column. Okay, so let's go again one by one. Aldo, please let me know what means that 50.4.
Okay, so the 50.4% of people with of male with a past degree.
No, we have to change it. 50.4% of people with undergraduate degree are male. And it's important to make the difference because first goes the degree and then the gender. Why?
Okay.
How you can know this? How you can know which one goes first? Look at this. It says right there, under level of education.
Okay.
Just give me a second, just a second, please.
Yes.
Okay, so that's it. So you have to be able to make a difference between columns and rows. Now, let's go with another question. Pablo, can you tell me what is this 19%?
Yes, that the males that go to high school represent 19%.
Exactly, perfect. Both male and at least some high school. So when we are perfect, it seems that we are doing fine. When we are talking about rows, we are talking about percent under gender. When we are talking about columns, we are talking about level of education and then gender. And when we are talking only with this total, when it says total, we are talking about that percentage of the total amount. So just imagine, it's important for me to try to make this as interactive as possible. Okay, so you are in a marketing research method and you are trying to create a business, a new business, and you are the CEO of a cable company. And you want to create a communication and you want to reach your market objective. So this means you are going to be investing in a marketing campaign, you are going to create ads, and you want to choose an actor, an actress to get engaged with your customers. So if we have this information, we need to choose which is our market objective. So how can I choose? How can I say which one is our main market and which type of actor or actress I should choose? Think about it. Okay, so which is my main market and why? Daniela?
Oh, there. Male?
No, that is the one that have more surveys, but we are not sure that there are more male customers.
Oh, well, I think maybe female because they are getting like the most level of education.
But even though they are, look at this. In the case of male, let's see how many are we talking about. And male with post undergraduate are only 10% of our customers.
I think I have the answer.
Yes, please.
Male that has a college degree.
Almost, but not correct.
Oh.
It's college degree. Because they have both, if we add both, they have almost half of our customers, 43%. And if you look at both percentage, you can see that they are almost the same. We are not able to make a difference between men and women, 43.8 and 43.5. So this means that I should choose an actor or an actress that can go to any person with college degree regarding of their gender. Because we do not have evidence that they are male or female because they are almost the same. And they represent half of our customers. Yes, do you get it?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
Okay, so now let's move and let's do the same analysis. I need to be sure that you are able to do this. So now we want to say that we are going to make the exactly same analysis between gender and income, okay? There is an income category. So I want to make exactly the same analysis. I want to make a comparison between gender and income and decide if there is a difference, where is my market? I am going to do it and you are going to do it. we are going to share the results at the end, but I'm going to do it. So if suddenly you want to compare what you are doing, you can do it also with me, but only at the end, we are going to share our results. I'm going to do it step by step, and I'm going to do it slow.
Sorry, Miguel, can you say what you are doing out loud so I can do it like in the other side?
Really?
If it's possible.
Isn't it better that you
Because I
reflexionar?
follow your voice. If not, I think it's a little bit complicated because I cannot see it right. Like,
Okay, let me do it. I'm going to do analyze, statistic, descriptive, cross tables. Then I am going to change level of education with income. So that way I will have in rows, gender, and in columns, income. Then I'm going to choose my cells, and I'm going to leave observe, percentage, rows, columns, and total. And I'm going to get that one. I'm going to change it to my chart.
It has to be like the same, right? Like the last one?
Yes, it's basically the same.
Okay.
Now I'm going to analyze if there is a difference between the incomes. So I am going to look at the total of it, and I'm going to see if there is a special one that has more than the other ones.
The under
It seems
45?
that I find it. Yes, I found it. Yes, exactly. So they cross right here. So there you go. Now we have that one. Now I want to analyze if there is a difference between males and females. Jacinta, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay, so I can record your participation.
Okay.
Can you please tell me what is that 55.8%?
Can I tell you what, sorry?
What does it represent, that 55.8%?
Well, the average of the ones that you already selected.
No.
It's the total.
Yes, but 55.8% of what?
With under the 45.
I can answer. Maybe.
Like
Yes,
the
please.
income under of the 45 incomes. Yeah.
Okay, that 56.
Let's answer Alfonso. Yes.
Okay, so that 56.8% of males earn under $45.
No, but it was that 55.8, the one
Yeah.
that is in red. The one that is in red.
Of the total of people earn.
Of people, exactly, of people. So this 55.8%, the one that is in the red square,
Yeah.
is the percentage of people with income under $45,000 per year.
Okay. I thought I said that.
Oh, maybe I didn't get it.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, Amaya, are you with us?
Yeah, sorry, I went for something to drink. Well, anyways, I'm here.
Okay, so Amaya, please let me highlight the question so there will be no mistake. Can you tell me right there, that 47%, the one that has the green square and the blue ellipse, what does it mean?
It's it means that the 47% it's under 45 in the income category. And
almost, but not right.
I think I can answer.
Please.
It's the percentage that it's that has the income category in thousands, or well, the females.
Yes, but let's say it in a very clear way. Olivia, are you with us?
Yeah, it's
So
the
can you tell me?
47%. Yeah, it's the 47% of female in category of under 45,000 in a year.
No, it's the other way around. 47% of people under 45,000 are female. It's important to get the difference between that one and the 54, the one that is above, because if you read the above one,
can you say both of them like after
yes,
each other?
of course. So let me repeat it. 47% of people with under 45,000 pesos per year are female. Now I'm going to say 54. 54.8% of female have under $45,000 of income per year.
Like it depends on the emphasis of the words. Like in the 47, we're focusing on the income because it says inside of the income category.
Exactly.
And in the other one, it says gender. So that's how you know how to focus.
Exactly. You have right there the tip or the advice, no? When you are reading this one, you are under income, and when you are reading the other one, you are under gender. So you can see which one goes first.
Can you please say it again? Both of them?
Of course. 47% of people with income under $45,000 per year are female. 54.8% of female have an income under $45,000 per year?
All right, thank you.
Welcome. It's very, very important that you get all of these definitions because right here we have it. Okay, now let's get to our main question. Which one is our main market and why? Janet?
The income under
Okay, yes,
46.
Daniela. Yes, Daniela.
I'm here, teacher.
Yes,
But-
Daniela. Sorry, just a second, Janet. Yes, Daniela.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it is the income under 46, it says?
45.
45. The first line.
45.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so yes, that is true. We are going to go with this one. But, Janet, there is a second question. Yes, of course, we have to focus under 45,000. So our market is, let's say, middle class. Now, can we say that we can make a difference in gender or not?
Not really. Well, maybe, teacher, I don't know. I think yes, because you have there the, I think you can. So it's those two?
Exactly. We must compare 53 with 47. What happens if you add 53 and 47? You get 100, yes? That's correct? So that is always how you can know if you are doing things right. If you can add both and get 100, you are doing things right. So now, which one is greater?
Well, according to this data, male.
Exactly, 53. Now the question would be, is that enough? I mean, 53 versus 47, I mean, they are kind like more or less the same. I mean, it's not so big difference, but there is a difference.
Well, only 6%, but
yes,
it's a difference.
And that is enough. I mean, that question is important. So in order to answer it, let's see the second column and make a comparison with that one. What
It's
can
almost
you
the
tell
same.
me about that one,
Hiya.
the second column?
That it's almost the same.
Yes, they are very, very near. I mean, we can say that they are almost the same. So when we are comparing both columns, now it seems that yes, I think that male are our main market. Not all the market, but it's one of the most important ones. So then my decision would be to create two different marketing ads, one for male and one for women. That is what I would do. So I will go and hire an actor that it's mainly for the male market and maybe an actress for the female. Or think about the series. Think about Netflix. So Netflix can go and say, okay, I cannot have exactly the same kind of series. I have to think about male and I have to think about female because they are not exactly the same. It seems that maybe if I forget about male, I can lose 53%, but maybe I should consider female, okay? We are not absolutely and completely sure about it, but it seems to.
Can I ask something?
Of course.
I don't know if it's a stupid question, but can you explain if you're asking like which one it's better, male or female, why we can't like check the total under both of them? Like for example, 29.6% comparing to 26.2%.
Let me highlight both so everyone gets what you are asking. Why can we not just go with these two? I am going to answer it. Obviously, it's not a stupid question. It's a very good one. And let me solve it. Because this is very important. Because the surveys, the total surveys, were not the same.
Okay.
So just imagine this. Think that you go to Jagelia and you start applying surveys one day. You are right there on the lobby and you start applying surveys. And by the end of the day, you got more males in your survey than female. Obviously, you can say, oh, there are more male. No, that is not true. You got more male surveys. That's the only reason.
Okay, so basically, if there is if there is 3,129 of both of them, I can check the total.
Exactly, yes. And that is one kind of surveys. Sometimes we apply surveys knowing exactly how many we are going to be applying. So that way we can be sure. But that is not so often. I would say most of the time, we are not going to have exactly the same amount.
Okay, thank you.
Now, maybe you are asking this question or maybe not. Is there a scientific way to know this? Because I am just wondering, I am saying, okay, so one is 53, the other one is 47. So what do you say? Are we ready or not? Let me give you the scientific way of knowing this, okay? So please follow me. This is a very, very important test. We are going to go to Analyze, Statistic, Descriptive, Cross Tables. We are going to have Gender and Income. Everyone is looking at my screen and you are looking what I'm saying?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I am going to choose cells, casillas. And look at this. I am only going to leave observe and expected.
Are we supposed to do it with you?
You can do it with me or you can watch as you wish. But this one is a very important one. Very, very important. Let me do it again so maybe you can do it with me. So I'm going to do it again from the beginning. Analyze, statistic descriptives, cross tables, gender and income, and I will go to cells or casillas, and I'm going to leave only observe and expected. This one is a very important test because this is one of the great difference between SPSS and Excel. Excel is not able to do this test. We are right now doing really statistics analysis. Everything else can be done with Excel. This one, not. Observe and expected is an advanced statistic analysis where SPSS is going to try to know how is the behavior of the market. And now I'm going to go, okay, continue, accept, okay. And I am going to get a new chart. Here you have it, okay? In this chart, we have two different numbers in each one of them, counted and expected. Let me mark them. There you go. We have right there two numbers, 1,776 and 1,746. And now let's see around female. There you go. We have two different sets of numbers. The first one is the one that we got. The second one is the one that we expected. Yes? What can you say about them?
They are both better than your expectation, more than the expected.
Oh, no.
No, both
No,
are
no.
less.
El female no.
Less.
They are the other way around. You can see it?
Yes, exactly.
They are the other way around. On male, we expected less than we get. And on female, we expected more.
More than what we get.
Exactly. Yes, you get it?
But like,
Okay.
where did I put my expectations for SPSS to know?
No, this is an statistics. This is an analysis. This is, let's say, it's kind of intelligent, artificial intelligence, where they are trying to understand the market. So SPSS analyze all the data, everything inside of the document, and gather that result. And SPSS says, I thought that you are going to get 1,746 male under 45,000, but you got 1,776. You got more. And that is a fact. So this means that now we have a value that can prove that we have more male than expected. Let me put you an example. Imagine that you have to go to the pharmacy and you go to the street right now. Do you expect to find more men on the streets or more women?
Men.
Why?
Right now, like
Yes.
in this situation?
Yes.
Well, because I think they work more.
No, because everyone is in quarantine.
Well, but still people are working, right?
Yes,
Well,
but why men?
Well, at least with my friends, all of their dads are still working.
Okay, so then we have a reason. Excellent, perfect. So now you have a reason. So this means that yes, right now something is happening that what you expected is not what it should happen if things were normal. Okay, let me give you another example. Just imagine that you have right now a coin in your hands and you throw that coin. What do you expect to get?
It's like 50 or 50, like small and the
Yes.
other side.
Yes, 50 and 50. That's correct. That is what you expect. And suddenly you notice that you are getting more heads than tails. What is happening if you start getting more heads than tails? That coin has a trick. Something is happening. Something is not going the way we expected. So in this case, I know that by some reason, which I don't know why, in this cable company, they have more male. I don't know why. I really don't. But this is true. They have more contracts for men. This is true. Why? I don't know. But then I have to take a deep consideration in males under 45. I asked you before if there were more female or male in the IB program, and you said, no, we are the same. That is a hypothesis. But if I start doing an analysis with second, fourth, and sixth semester, and I capture all the data, and I do a cross table, and suddenly SPSS obtains a results where it shows that no, I am getting more mail, even though we expected to be the same. So this is really a test to know our market. And yes, I have a reason to get it, to know it. Now we are going to get to the last test of today, that it's going to answer a very important question. Is this only because of chance? Chance means that, I don't know, maybe right now we are in quarantine and that is why mail are going out. So it's just a chance. This is not really true. I mean, we have exactly the same, okay? So please follow me. I'm going to do the last exercise and the last question of today. Analyze, statistic descriptive, cross tables, and right there, I am going to click under statistics. I will wait for each one of you. You should be under statistics. And right there, you have one option that is called chi cuadrado, square chi, or chi squared. What I am going to be answering? I am going to answer this difference that we are getting, it's by chance, or is because really, mail are getting more contracts in this cable company, or is just because a coincidence? And maybe I am too passionate about statistics, but for me, this is great. To have the ability to know with certainty if something is by chance or not, for me, it's very, very important. And now we are going to look to one specific number.
Miguel,
Yes?
what is DF?
Degrees. That one is the freedom degrees, or DF, degrees of freedom.
Okay.
That one should be seen in advanced statistics. So let's stay today only with that significance. And we are going with significance. Just let me see if this one is correctly spelled. Yes, so it's significance. it is correctly spelled. So the significance that we have is 9.7%. Why is 9.7%?
Because there's a dot and a 0 and then the 97.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you. Yes. So it's 0.097. Okay. So it's 9.7%. And let me put a rule right here. I will explain this rule, but let me write it. Okay, so I write it down and I will explain it. Oh, I wrote 0 with in Spanish. Sorry for that. Okay, so there you have it. 0 means no strict relation, so then the difference is just by chance. Less than 5% also, no relation, just by chance. Between 5 and 10 means a kind of relation, and more than 10 means a confirmed relation.
Do we have to remember this by heart?
Let me explain it, and then maybe you don't have to write it. If you get it, if you don't get it, then I would advise you to write it down.
Okay.
But let me put my screen. Okay, let me explain this in words. This level of significance is the probability that we have to be mistaken if we say that this is by only a coincidence. Again, this is the percentage of probability that that relation that we got is only by coincidence. For example, just imagine that in Helsinki in summer, suddenly you start getting snow. Can we say that in summer in Helsinki there is snow?
No.
No. So then it's a coincidence. It's another thing. It's something strange. We cannot say that. That means that significance will be 0. Why? Because it's just a coincidence. Something happened. I don't know why, but something happened, but we cannot say that. But now, if we are in winter and we get snow, significance will be 20, 30, 40%. Why? Because we are sure that snow is related with winter. So that is the level of significance. And from 0 to 5, it's only a coincidence. There is no special relation, it just happened. From 5 to 10, there is a kind of relation, not a hard relation, a soft relation. More than 10, we have an absolute relation. We are completely sure that both are related. Let me give you another example. Just imagine that we are analyzing right here your grades. And we have what you are getting in your different courses before the quarantine and after quarantine, okay? So then we make this analysis, and let me show you the example. And we know that your group is getting an average of 8 during quarantine, and there were 9 before. Okay, let's imagine this situation. During quarantine, you have 8, and before it was 9. So can I say that you are learning less? Maybe it seems someone would say, yes, maybe that is a reason, it's because of the quarantine. But then I go and make this analysis. And then when I am right here, I get a significance of 0.01. This means this is equal to 1%. So, Luisa, can you tell me, is it related the grades that you are getting because of the quarantine?
No.
No, it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's because the second part of the course was harder. It has nothing to do with quarantine, nothing. Maybe the second part of the course, maybe it was...
the online courses, yes, but not with quarantine.
Maybe, or maybe it's because we are in SPSS and before it was qualitative data, who knows? But it is not because of quarantine. So that is what this significance is so important. Now, let's think that no, that we have proof. Excuse me?
I don't know who said that.
Now, let's see this example. We have a significance of 0.35. Now, I am sure that the difference in your grades is because it's derived. There is a relation with the quarantine. If I have this, then I can go with Jagelia and tell them, please, we have to change our grading system. We have to figure it out again. This is what happened with Harvard. Harvard just emitted a communication when they are changing the grading system. And this is for true. This happened 2 days ago. They will change the grading system because of the quarantine. Because they figure it out. Now they have the proof that something is happening. And you have to change it. Another example. Just imagine that you have your international business and you are getting a better profit in Brazil than in Mexico. And then you start asking yourself, maybe it's because their culture, maybe it's because their buying habits, or it's just because right now in Brazil, it's a different weather. It's just by chance. It's not because of the culture, it's not because of habits. We apply a survey, we get a lot of information, we do a cross table, and now we analyze the difference. And now you have a proof. You can go to this test and know in square chi squared if you have a proof that this is because the culture, because the buying habits, or just because of chance, and that's it. There is no special reason. That is why it's very, very important. Okay, we have to finish right now because I have another class. Now, I need to ask you a special favor and a question. Do you have chance to have one more class?
Next week?
When?
I don't know. It's we have to.
We can have it next week.
Next Thursday, it's okay.
Because if you can, we can have one more class before the exam.
Ah.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
¿Cuándo es el examen?
Oh, that depends. If we are going to have that class, it will be then afterwards. If not, next week.
We have classes until next week. Like next week is the final week with all the courses.
No, it's today.
So, sorry?
It's today. Today is last on
Teacher, it would be nice to have another class and then the exam for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Perfect.
Okay, so then we can do this if you like. So then you already start the engine and you are ready for the exam. What about starting the class at 2 o'clock and having the exam at 4 o'clock?
I don't know if it's
kind of late.
Yeah, late for Olivia.
It's gonna be
Oh,
2 in the
yes,
morning.
yes. You are right. Okay, maybe, I don't know, Angeles is going to have class next week?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
We can have the class on Tuesday and the exam on Friday, or the class on Wednesday and the exam on Tuesday.
Yes, no, I was thinking just because that if you already were working with SPSS, you can continue. But yes, of course. I mean, we can do it any day. Just let me check my calendar.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
The
well,
Fridays we are finishing early, and for Olivia that might be good.
when?
Yes, please. I
On
think
Friday.
like already this is kind of late because it's like 12 at night now.
Yes. Sorry. Okay, next week, I would say that almost any day is fine for me. So just let me know when it's fine for you next week. It's because next week I don't have classes with the other groups.
It can be Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday we finish at 1:45.
So maybe on Tuesday at 2 o'clock class, what do you think?
Yes. Like, well, it would be like today, Olivia, but I don't think like the other days we finish later. So I think that's the hour that it like, or maybe on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's fine. We can do it on, was it on Tuesday? The same time as today?
Yes.
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay, excellent. So then we have an agreement. Class will be on Tuesday at 2 o'clock. And the exam will be on Thursday at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
I will send you information in advance before the exam, so you have the file, you have a lot of information, no? So that way indeed you can go through the files. I'm going to upload the files so you will have them, and then you can, I don't know, at least go and look at them.
The file is for the exam, or
Yes.
it's just for practice?
No, I will share with you the files that we will be using in the exam.
Okay, so in the exam, are we gonna like make like produce the variables, or is it more like analyzing?
Only analyzing.
Okay.
Yes, because you won't have time to create the survey, create the variables, capture the data. No, that is not enough time.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the data. It will be exactly the same data for each one of you.
Okay.
And I will upload it in advance, so that way if you want to go through it, look at it, no?
So how is it going to be? Because it's not going to be in Moodle, right?